our MGT Marjorie Taylor can get smart and get effective, let me just tell you, if they can do it, we should be 4 leaps and bounds above that. I want you to listen to something before I get into the other subject. I want you to listen to what Marjorie just said recently. It has folks like Ali Velshi wondering if he's seeing the right thing. Check this out.
Trump's losing the messaging battle on the shutdown, specifically the Obamacare subsidies that he and many Republicans are trying to torch in the process. Just listen to, we don't normally quote her on this show, but just listen to what Marjorie Taylor Green told CNN about that.
We track all the calls that come into my office. About 60% of the calls coming in right now are calls of support and saying, yes, health insurance is a crisis. They're telling us stories about how they're already paying $2,000 a month with $10,000 deductibles. I'm getting phone calls from people that are saying if the ACA tax credits expire, they aren't going to be able to have health insurance. They're going to have to drop it. But I'm hearing from people on both sides, people already on the ACA and people that are already getting crushed by high health insurance premiums.
Marjorie Taylor Green. You're not watching a politically strong Donald Trump. You're seeing a Donald Trump who cannot lie his way out of the crisis that he's created for himself on the economy and health care. A Donald Trump who cannot make the scandal over the Jeffrey Epstein files disappear. A Donald Trump who must also contend with the scandal involving $50,000 that FBI agents put into a paper bag and gave to Trump's so-called border czar, Tom Homan. The story first reported by MSNBC.
And let me just tell you guys, and that's just a partial list of the danger that we're in. Don't forget the tariffs. Don't forget the tariffs that have decimated the American farmer. Don't forget the tariffs that are harming the food production, harming the prices that everyday Americans pay at Walmart or Target or any one of these box stores. No, you can't hide this stuff. But what he's doing is, you notice you didn't get your employment report this month. None of these reports that tell you how good or badly the economy is doing are you receiving. Of course, the private sector is trying to give whatever reports they can, but they don't have all the data in one place as the government is able to get. So you don't know how bad things really are. Marjorie Taylor Green isn't really changing who she is. Marjorie's audience is telling her who she needs to be. Remember that. Remember how we started the program talking about Conroe, Texas, and how the people's voices matter? Bigger than Conroe is to turn Marjorie Taylor Green into a supporter of one, as she said last week, making sure the Democrat who got elected in Arizona gets seated so that we can get the Epstein's files released. And 2, Marjorie Taylor realizing that Obamacare subsidies must be reinstituted. That wasn't Marjorie Taylor talking. That was her constituents realizing that they were told a whole lot of lies and crap, calling into her office and saying, Marjorie, save us, save us. And if she wants to remain elected, she says, oh, this is the one time I will be going against the Führer. This is the one time I'll be going against the president. Your voice matters. Doesn't matter with whom, people. Even if you're being represented by the most MAGA person, if you start showing that you want what you earned, that you want what you deserve, remember, ultimately, you are in control. All of our country's problems, from polarization to ignorance on domestic and international issues to a complete misunderstanding of our economic and healthcare systems, are a direct result of a derelict mainstream media that too often bend over backwards to support corporate or bought politicians' wants as opposed to the people's needs for real information to make their lives better. Independent media is the only solution to inform truthfully and factually. Why? Because our loyalties are to you, the ones who fund us with small dollar contributions and subscriptions. Please consider supporting our independent media platforms by subscribing to our Egberto Off the Record newsletter at politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. Again, that is politicsdoneright.com/newsletter. It's an investment that pays incalculable dividends.